Imagine drawing a straw that condemns you to eternal isolation, not as punishment for a crime, not because you failed, but because someone had to do it, and the lot fell to you. Hades didn't choose the underworld. He didn't scheme for power or crave a throne built on shadows. He pulled the short straw. Literally. And in that single moment, the brother who helped overthrow the Titans, who fought alongside Zeus for freedom, vanished from the light forever. No temples, no prayers, no songs. Just the endless procession of the dead and a crown that felt more like a shackle. This is the story of the god everyone forgot to thank, and the king who ruled the one place no one wanted to go. Welcome to the Myth Lantern, where we step into the shadows of ancient stories and light the truths hidden within. Close your eyes and descend with me. The air grows cold. Damp stone presses in from all sides. The faint sound of water dripping echoes through endless corridors. No sun, no seasons, just the riverbanks of the Styx, where the souls wait in silence, pale and hollow-eyed. This is the Greek underworld. Not hell. Not a place of punishment for all, but a kingdom of the inevitable. The place every mortal, hero, or coward eventually calls home. And sitting on a throne of black marble, draped in shadows that seem to breathe, is Hades. The god with no festivals, the name spoken only in whispers. The brother Zeus never visited. Before the underworld, Hades was a warrior. One of 6 children swallowed whole by their father, Cronus, a titan so paranoid about prophecy that he devoured his own bloodline. For years, Hades existed in that darkness. Conscious. Waiting. Alone. When Zeus finally freed them, Hades didn't hesitate. He fought. He bled. He stood shoulder to shoulder with his brothers and sisters in the war against the Titans, the Titanomachy, a battle that tore the heavens apart. He wasn't power-hungry. He wasn't cruel. He was loyal, dutiful, the kind of brother who showed up when it mattered. And when the war ended and the cosmos needed new rulers, Hades waited for his reward. The 3 brothers stood together, Zeus, Poseidon, Hades. The world had been won. Now it needed to be divided. They didn't argue. They didn't fight. They drew lots, 3 straws, 3 realms. Zeus drew the sky, the realm of storms, thunder, and endless worship. Poseidon drew the sea, wild, vast, and temperamental as he was. And Hades drew the underworld, the realm of the dead, the place mortals feared, the kingdom no god wanted, no negotiation, no second chance, just duty. He descended that same day, and he never left. At first, the living forgot him quickly. Zeus built Olympus into a paradise of golden halls and eternal feasts. Poseidon carved palaces beneath the waves. But Hades became a name parents used to scare children, a shadow in prayers, the god you hoped you'd never meet. No one built him temples. Why honor the inevitable? No one sang his praises. What glory is there in death? He became the landlord of eternity, judging souls, managing Elysium and Tartarus, keeping the dead where they belonged. And the isolation ate at him. His brothers held banquets. Hades ate alone. His siblings fell in love, had affairs, created scandals. Hades had only the ghosts. Even when he finally took a queen, Persephone, stolen in desperation, not malice, he was painted as the villain, the abductor, the dark king who stole the spring. But no one asked why a god would be so lonely that he'd risk everything for companionship. Here's what we get wrong. We think Hades is the Greek Satan, the god of evil, the Punisher. But the Greeks didn't see him that way. Hades wasn't evil, he was inevitable. He didn't torture souls for fun. He maintained cosmic order. Elysium, the paradise for heroes, that was his domain too. He wasn't a demon. He was a civil servant of the afterlife. In fact, of all the Olympians, Hades might have been the most faithful. While Zeus had a new lover every week and Poseidon flooded cities out of spite, Hades stayed loyal to Persephone. He didn't meddle in mortal affairs. He didn't throw tantrums or demand sacrifices. He just did his job. And his reward? To be feared, forgotten, erased from the family portrait. The Greeks were so uncomfortable with death that they barely spoke his name. They called him Pluton, the wealthy one, because saying Hades felt like inviting death to dinner. He became the brother no one visited, the king no one thanked. Hades paid for his duty in silence. Every soul that crossed the Styx was a reminder. This is all you'll ever rule, the dead, the forgotten, the end of all things. While Zeus shaped history and Poseidon stirred the seas, Hades existed in a realm where nothing grew, nothing changed, nothing lived. He was the richest god, ruling over all the gems and precious metals buried in the earth. But wealth means nothing in a kingdom where no one can spend it. He was the most stable god, never starting wars, never breaking oaths, but stability looks like stagnation when you're alone. Persephone brought him seasons, yes, 6 months of warmth. But even she left, every year, back to the light, back to her mother, and Hades remained. King of the place everyone dies to leave. So why does Hades matter now? Because we've all drawn the short straw. Maybe you're the one who stayed home to care for aging parents while your siblings built careers. Maybe you're the middle manager holding everything together while others get promoted. Maybe you're the friend who listens, who helps, who shows up. But no one thinks to ask how you're doing. You do the work no one wants to do. You hold the space no one wants to occupy. And the world moves on without thanking you. Hades teaches us something uncomfortable. Duty doesn't always come with applause. Sometimes the most important work happens in the shadows. Sometimes being reliable means being invisible. But here's the truth they didn't write in the myths. Hades didn't need temples to matter. His kingdom was essential. Without him, the cosmos would collapse. The dead would wander. Order would shatter. He was the foundation everyone stood on and forgot to thank. And maybe that's you too, the one holding things together while everyone else celebrates in the light. You are seen, even if the world forgets to say it. Hades never wanted the crown, but he wore it anyway, with quiet dignity, with faithfulness, with a strength that didn't need an audience. If this story lit something in you, let me know in the comments. And if you want more myths about the gods we misunderstood, the ones history got wrong, our playlist Gods in the Shadows is waiting for you. Until next time, keep your lantern close. Some truths only reveal themselves in the dark.